Hi guys, so I was recently asked a couple questions, one being how I clean my gel brushes for when I'm doing UV gels, and then second is how long gel actually lasts once it's open. So you're going to need a couple things for this. What I use is rubbing alcohol, and I use 91%. This I picked up at Target. You can pick it up at any drugstore. Almost every store carries rubbing alcohol. I use 91%, but you can also use the 70% or whatever it is. It's up to you. You're also going to need some pads just to soak in the alcohol to clean the brush, and then of course you're going to need your dirty brush. So I'll show you that in a second, but first what I wanted to share with you guys, or to show you, whenever you're looking at your gel, there's going to be this little emblem right here. And I don't know if my camera's going to pick it up, but right in there. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there it says 12M in that little pot looking thing. So what this is telling you is that once you open this, this is good for 12 months. Some products have years on it, some products have weeks. You just have to look at what it says. Okay, so from the moment I open this, it's good for 12 months. And most of the gels, fingernail polishes, any cosmetics will have that. You just have to look for it on the packaging. That's also true for your acrylic powders. So right there's the pot again, and this one again is 12 months. So if you're worried about the longevity of your products, what you can do is once you open them, write the date down that you open it, and then you'll know for how long it's good. And that's provided you don't get anything in it to contaminate it or otherwise. And that's also true for monomer. So this is my Omega monomer. And right there again, it tells you how long it's good for. So now getting back to actually cleaning your brush. So here I just have some lint-free wipes and then my alcohol. And then the gel brush that I use, or the brush that I use for gel, is actually an e.l.f. concealer brush. And I picked this up at Target like 2 years ago. I believe it was like $1. Very inexpensive. That's what the tip looks like, and you can see there's still some product on there. I didn't clean it very well when I put it away. So it's still soft though, if you can see. It's still sticky. And that's what we're going to clean up today. Now, had I let this actually harden like in the UV lamp, there would be no cleaning it. So if for whatever reason your gel brush does end up getting in the light and the bristles get hard on it, you're not really going to be able to clean that up unless it's a soakable gel, and then you would soak it in acetone or a brush cleaner, which sometimes has acetone in it. And I don't recommend that with synthetic brushes because sometimes it can damage the bristles. So the way that I'm showing you to clean it is just for when it's not in the light and it's just sticky, you know, in between each use, that kind of thing. So what you want to do is you just want to get your pad, and you're just going to saturate that in alcohol. And I use straight alcohol. You can dilute it if you want, but I've never found. So what I like to do is I clean the handle first, because that always seems to get sticky on me even when I try not to. So I just do that real quick, and you can see there was stuff on there. And then I start at the metal piece, and I'm going to clean that first. And then this is still saturated, so I'm just going to start rubbing it on the bristles. And I'm not going to push back on them, and I'm not pulling really hard. And I'm just going to continue to wipe away that excess gel. So at this point you can stop here and put it away, and it's ready for the next use. It's still a little bit sticky on the bristles, but if you're going to be using it for gel, it really doesn't matter too much. So if you wanted to go a step further, you could get your Dap-N Dish, put some alcohol in the Dap-N Dish, put some alcohol in your Dap-N Dish, and then soak your brush, just the bristles though. And you're going to let that soak for a minute or so, and then you're just going to come in and again wipe it with your pad. And that'll get rid of most of the sticky. So that does it for this tutorial. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And as always, thank you guys for watching.